Hello and welcome back to Football Manager. This is the last episode of this season, and today we take on Long Crendon for the last game, which is a critical one because we're still only 2 points above Abington United. We have quite a better goal difference, but so a draw will be enough, but I want to win this last game. And the reason why we aren't promoted yet is because we lost a game against Milton United, which ruined all our chances to win early. We played 2 games since last episode. Again, we lost against Milton with 1 goal from Anaclet Odiambo, who is the league's top scorer, I believe. But we bounced back from that and won 4-0 away against Woodley with the goals from Pelivan, Eid, and a brace from Sam Salis. Sam Salis, unfortunately, was just picked up by another club, so we are without him for the last game of the season. That is really bad, actually. But as I mentioned in the last episode, now other clubs have been trying to poach almost all of our players. As you can see, wanted, bids, wanted. Yeah, fortunately for us, many of our players have turned everyone down, and Salis is the only one going out. But we'll talk about this more after the game, but we need to sign some players this summer. But first, let's concentrate on the game. This is the team going out today. VS, ever present in goal. Michaels, Mambo, Brown, Thorne. Digi, Malpas and Sinfield now in the midfield. Pelivan, Eid and Morgan up front. Let's get into the game. Okay. So this is the last game of the season. We need to produce a good performance here. Long Crendon is one of the few teams fighting for relegations. So as this is a home game, we should beat them. First highlight seems to be Long Crendon's, but no, we pick out the ball and go on the counter. Pelivan with a run. Oh, that's a bad shot from Pelivan. Oh well. Come on, boys. Let's win this game. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna change some view settings, but let's get this highlight out of the way. Nyarko for Baxter. A long ball into the goal area. Pelivan picks it up. Pelivan drives forward, but it's a poor shot. Okay, let's pause the game. I want to keep an eye on the table. League table. Can we extend this? Oh, yes, we can. I didn't think so. Okay, let's put the match stats here. Yeah, and get the scores here. We are watching out for the Uhlsport Abington United game. It's a draw for now. Let's hope it keeps that way. Eid out on the left side, back to Thorne. Oh, that's a great cross for Pelivan, and it's a goal. 1-0 to Chalvey. So that's a brilliant cross. A really nice back pass by Eid, actually, to let Thorne cross the ball inside the box. 1-0. To be fair, they haven't had a shot on target yet, which is a good sign. Morgan steals the ball all the way into the box. And he's fouled. It's penalty. Oh, I don't want Kieran Michaels to take the penalty, really. Calvin Morgan. I was too late, maybe. Yeah, it's Kieran Michaels taking the penalty. But it's a goal. I am satisfied anyway. Kieran Michaels for the 3rd goal of his season. Oh, that's great. Okay, it's 2-0 before halftime. I'm feeling confident now. Another highlight. Oh, Thorne surpasses the defender. It gets fouled. Tiggy. Thorne with the cross to Morgan. And it's Calvin Morgan with his 36th goal of the season. He's been prolific for us. That's a great goal. Thorne is with his 2nd assist of the game, I think. Yeah, it's a goal. Okay, we're 3-0 up before halftime. They haven't yet had a shot. Another highlight. Can we get a 4th before halftime? Great pass from Sinfield, and Morgan blasts it right at the keeper. It's a corner at least. Malpas with the corner, and it's cleared by the defender. It is good we are winning because Abington United are up 1-0. So they're winning as well. Let's just see. Yeah, Essien has scored, so they're winning as well. They're just 2 points behind. We will get away with the draw, but I want to win this game. And to be fair, we're 3 goals up. He has suffered an injury. Let's just change Eid for Brown to prevent any further injuries. This second half is very boring. Okay, what can we do here? Pelivan is getting tired. Let's put Javan Smith out for Pelivan, and Rayfield can... Oh, no, sorry. Orchard can play the last game of the season for Thorne. Stephen Orchard has announced that he will retire at the end of the season, so it's just fair to him that we will play in the last game. And this game is dying off. This is the most boring second half I've had in a while. But I'm not complaining. We won the league. Promotion to the Hellenic Premier. And this new promotion scene is really good. So we're here at Arbor Park celebrating our promotion. This is a great achievement for us. There's confetti everywhere now. Great stuff, guys. Okay, so I'll get out of the game and let's do a summary of the season. Okay, we're back. Let's just see here. Yes, we won promotion. And it's only about 2 points actually. Oh no, it's by 4 points. They drew 2-2 in the end. Well, anyway, I'm very satisfied with the 3 points at the end of the game. Let's see here. Yeah, brings glory to Chalvey Sports. That's excellent. I'm really looking forward to playing in the Hellenic Premier next season. The board is delighted. That's great to know. Champions, 10k in the bank. Ooh, that will be really good for next year. Bonuses, 4.8k. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's do the finances and the club stuff first. We're £109,000 in the positive. which is great for next season. I don't know if I want to ask the board for any facility improvements yet. We could use some. Well, I could actually, but it might be that it eats up all of our cash then. I'll think about it in the summer. Anyway, we're very good financially. Competition-wise, yes, we won the league by 4 points, but it was a tight race for the last 4 or 5 games. Both Abington and Wokingham dropped points. Well, we did too, actually. We had 2 losses in the last 6 or 7 games, I think. But in the end, we did it. For the Emirates FA Cup, we also did very good by getting through to the first round. That is really great. So for the next season, we'll try to do that one more time. We, unfortunately, we came to the final of the FA Vase, but we couldn't win it, unfortunately. That would be really great to get that trophy this year, but yeah, some other year. We were knocked out by Westfields in the Hellenic Cup, which is also unfortunate, but we got very far in all our cups, which is good, and which is also the reason we have very good finances at the club at the moment. Let's check the league stats. Odiambo, Milton's striker, he had a cracking season with 38 goals. That is 11 more goals than the next one, and actually 17 goals more than Calvin Morgan. To be fair, he can't have scored many in the cups. Yeah, he had 38 league goals, and yeah, he didn't have any goals in the cups. As Calvin Morgan, he had 36 goals totally, but yeah, he had 21 in the league and 15 in the cups. So yeah. Anyway, Anaclet Ombiambo, I have scouted him, but he doesn't seem like that a good player. But he has been playing really well this year. An average rating, Odiambo, he's the top pick for the player of the season, I guess, along with Agba and our own Calvin Morgan. On the assist table, actually, Manny Brown is up there with 9. Player of the match, Morgan with 9. He's in second place after Odiambo. I think Odiambo is going to win everything this year, as for awards anyway. Clean sheets, Vias on top with 12. Same as Jody Wilding for Whisper Rangers. Yeah, that's quite nice. Okay, so let's just check out our squad then. There's a few players here who haven't played that much because they're pretty new, and there's a few players who isn't on this screen because they've gone to other clubs. Let's just check out those guys first. As first-team players go, it's mainly Sam Salis, who went to Kempton just 2 or 3 weeks ago. He played really well for us, and yeah, in 23 games, he had 6 goals, 5 assists, and 1 player of the match. I can remember he was a great key passer. Yeah, it doesn't show up here, but I think I remember that. Anyway, top to bottom, Gautam Vias. He isn't the best keeper in the world, but he did do a job this year. Let's just click on him. He had 12 clean sheets and only 40 conceded goals in 50 games. He played 50 games for us this year, which is really good. For next year, he is probably not going to be the first choice keeper, but well, let's see. Kieran Michaels, our ever-present right back, a really good player and one I want to keep. Stats-wise, he had 9 assists and 3 goals, which is great for a right back. I am training him to be more of a wing back, but yeah, he's pretty quick already. But he needs to improve on some. He needs to improve on his crossing and yeah, passing and first touch, the attacking part of his game. Joshua Mambo, one of our best central defenders, along with Callum Brown. He's been really great as well. A solid defender. 1 goal and 3 assists. Callum Brown has 5 assists. He's also been playing really well this year. 7.13 rating. Both of these guys are pretty young as well, so I will keep all of them. Jaden Thorne, he's one of our newest additions to the squad. Came to us in January, February, I guess. 15 games, 6 assists. So he's been very good at that left full-back side. He's also only 21 years old, so I'll keep the faith in all of our defenders, actually. We might need one more first-team defender, primarily a central defender, I guess. Then, Dennis Digi at defensive midfield position. He's the only guy we have here, actually, but he's played really well, and he have improved so well this season. He's been great in training all year. I'll keep faith in Dennis Digi for being our first team defensive midfielder. We need a backup, however. He has 6 assists. So the central midfield, which has been tremendous this year. Jay Malpus, he's probably our best player at the club, along with a few other players. He has 42 games this season, 5 goals and 8 assists. That's great for a central midfielder. Taylor Sinfield as well. He have only played 25 games and has 6 goals and 11 assists. That's more points than Jay Malpus, and he have played far fewer games. These two I will keep my faith in, but as Sam Salis has joined another club, we need more depth here. So a defensive midfielder and a central midfielder for our team next year. Heider Pelleman, the still 17-year-old right wing. He's been great. 20 goals this season and 4 assists in 43 games. He has been excellent for just being 17 years old. He is also a frequent player for the Turkish under-19 team. So he will be playing many games at our club next year, but I do think I need another player to be the first team player. He's good, and he has provided with 20 goals for a 17-year-old. That's really well, but we need some more people at the right side. On the left side, we have Joshua Eid, who has played the position along Manny Brown. They've played. Joshua have played 31 starts and Manny Brown 23. I think Joshua is a much better player than Manny, but he has done tremendously for being a substitute. Joshua Eid has 15 goals though and 5 assists, and he is probably the best player at the club. We will keep him. He will be playing at the left-hand side. Manny Brown will be a backup for us, I guess. Calvin Morgan. He has been one of the reasons we've been promoted this year. He has 36 goals in 34 starts. And the reason why he only played 34 games is that he's an Anguillan international. When we started this season, he had played four caps for Anguilla, I think, and hadn't scored a goal. Now he has 17 caps and 5 goals for Anguilla, which is great. And he's the top Anguillan player, actually. So that's really cool. We want to keep him for another year or two. He will be our main striker next year. Okay, for the subs, Manny Brown, as I mentioned, he also has 12 goals and 12 assists in 23 games, which is really great for a guy who's mainly a substitute. But he's only 25 years old and he has some potential. We'll keep him around. Stephen Orchard, one of our old guys, he will be retiring at the end of the season. We wouldn't have kept him anyway. He's getting quite slow, and for that left fullback position, we need a bit of athleticism. He has, however, provided us with 2 goals and 12 assists. That is great. Charlie Rayfield, we just signed this guy 4 weeks ago maybe. He has played 2 games off the bench and he has an assist. He is rated really well, so he will play more next season. He too is a fullback and we need to train him in crossing and first touch mainly. George Robinson, he has been our 3rd striker. Well, second, third striker. So he's only played 9 starts, but he scored 6 goals and 3 assists in those games. So he's been pretty clinical. He'll stay. Adam Scamble is one of the guys I think has played above his level, but for me, for the tactic we use, he is too slow. So we will probably release him in the summer, but he has done a good job for us. Javan Smith, another player I've signed just some weeks ago. He's played 2 starts and 5 subs. He hasn't provided anything yet, so for next season he will start as a backup to Pelivan and Eid. He is right-footed, but I want him to learn the inside forward position on the left-hand side. He seems like a really good player, but he needs to keep up the pace with Eid and Pelivan. Kyle Johnson, our 3rd striker, also young, 20 years old. He has 6 goals in 7 games. He has done okay, I guess. He hasn't played much. He's a okay player. He's quite similar to Calvin Morgan actually, but I've favored Calvin Morgan because, well, 36 goals speaks for itself. He's lethal. Kyle Johnson, he is an okay substitute. Yeah, I'll probably keep him for now. If we need something else, he might be released. Ian Harvey, he's played some games, but he's the 43-year-old we signed after we took over the club. He will also retire, I think. Yeah, he's retiring at the end of the season. But having a 43-year-old scoring 2 goals and 2 assists for us is really cool. Is he a good staff member, maybe? It would be cool to keep him on. He's a horrible director of football. Never mind then. Never mind. I want. He's getting released or he's retiring. Well, that's the squad for next year. So to summarize, I think we need to search for a first team goalkeeper. I want to have another central defender too. Maybe a first team central defender. I think we're good for both right and left backs. Although Orchard is retiring, so we need another backup for Thorne, because I think Thorne is great. So we need to give him quite a few games next season. Digi is great. Again, we don't have any backup for him, so we need a defensive midfielder in backup. Salis just left, so we need another central midfielder, preferably a first-team player. Pelivan is great, but again, we have no backup for him, and I probably want him to be the backup, as he's only 17 years old. He is great, and Javan Smith is going to be great in his position, I think. Calvin Morgan, I want to start with him as the first-team striker. Robinson will stay, and Kyle Johnson maybe, but we could improve on the striker position, actually. Yeah, we could. And Morgan is also wanted by so many clubs. No, only 2. Well, forget that then. I thought he was wanted by 20 or so clubs, but not anymore. Okay, let's see. Staff-wise, we're also good. We just hired another assistant manager because our previous assistant manager, he got a managing job at another club. Can't really remember which. So, the tactic-wise, I think this tactic has worked for us this year, so I'm gonna stay with that. For the friendly part of the summer season, I will probably experiment with the settings for the tactic, but the overall shape will stay the same. So, that's it for this episode and this season, and my first ever season on YouTube. I appreciate anyone who has watched this series and appreciate every subscription, every thumbs up, and every comment. This has been quite a new challenge for me, but it has been fun, really fun. So, for the next episode, we will do the transfer window. I will do most of the transfers on my own, but I will get back to maybe in the end of July or August when we played most of our friendlies, and catch up with everything that has happened at the club. So, thank you again for watching this series. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and click the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate any comments as well. So, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.